I must tell you that the three of us are sitting here and watching. Khaleel comes back for his last spell, and with his very first ball, Zaheer has looked at his hand, his head, his angle, his everything. So let's go to the doctor first. What did he do right today?
I think he hit his length was a drastic difference from what we've been seeing so far in his short career. That's something which was standing out. I felt that the length was probably a meter and a half fuller, and that's what was the main difference. I think that's why you could see that ball coming back in as well, apart from the fact that he was holding his shape much better at the crease with his front arm. That's exactly what I was talking about. So as a left armer, to get the ball back into the right hander, that's one of the key components, is to have that front arm really strong up there, and that's something which Khaleel was doing with the new ball. With the second when in the second spell, that wasn't happening. So that's something which the work in progress, I would say. You'll see things getting better and better with time now.
Okay, in 30 seconds, tell me, just for the sake of all the people watching this program, if you're a left-hander, why is your right hand so important?
Because that determines the direction in which the ball is going to go.
So if this hand is up here, then this hand will go the right way.
Well, the leading arm is the most important for any bowler. I think, be it spinner, fast bowler, whatever you may be, but that front arm decides which direction the ball is going to go to, because that determines the momentum, and the rest of the thing is just a reaction. It's just a follow-up of what the action has happened. And that's why you talk about any bowlers, or you talk to any of the bowling coaches, they'll say that momentum going towards the batsman is the key, but what determines that is the front arm, how your front arm is going towards the batsman.
And as a result, you're swinging back in, and even batting at the highest level, and you've got experience of that, when the ball is swinging back into the right hander, suddenly the left hander is a different bowler, isn't he?
It's almost the same as outswing when a fast bowler gets the ball to swing away, because then where it starts from, it gives you two lines. Because where it's starting from, if it comes back from there, it's going to get you out LBW, bowled or whatever. And if if the head and all that falls, it just goes the other way. Yeah. Because he missed out the most important point, that he spent an evening with Zaheer Khan last night. That's the big change. No, and ask him. You need to ask him.
I'm glad you said it, because I was trying to.
Yes. So he's being modest. And he's not sharing it because you shared what you shared with him yesterday. Is what you need to share with all the young kids, somebody who's watching at home. Because he asked him a very simple question. What did you ask him? When he came to you and said,
the fact that, look, everyone, the stats will show, the Hawkeye, the pitch maps, everything will show you that what you're not doing, or that's just a reference point. But then what happens in your mind determines what kind of approach you are bringing, or what kind of attitude you are bringing to the ground, and that's something which in the game time you have to be aware of. So if on a particular ground, you as a bowler, you can't be afraid of getting the ball right up there. In test matches you do that, you have slip cordon, and that's where you get maximum of wickets. So it's just the mindset you need to change, and you got to be fearless as a bowler. So that's basically the outer line of the chat.
What was the exact words that you asked
I can't use those words.
No, you can't. But those are simple. Because when you're fearing, it's all held back. And that arm and technical all starts with there.
So Zach answered this as a 2-mark question, and he can also answer it as a 25-mark question. 2-mark question was, I told him that you must be brave enough to bowl the ball up.
Simple.
Khatam, 2 marks.
Yeah.
How do you get brave enough to bowl the ball up? To our exam. We'll talk about it afterwards. But when the ball swings back in, suddenly you saw what Robin Powell get out, you saw Hetmeyer get out. The ball is swinging, and as you said, that there's a second line to play for now.
Yeah. No, because, and this especially when in the left arms bowling, because the angle is totally different. When a right-hander starts bowling towards you, the ball's coming towards you. And if it swings further in, it goes down the leg side.
Yes.
So unless he's got that outswing going when that 2 line starts, it's similar to what the left-arm bowler does. Because he needs to start it at the off-stump or off-stump outside. And if it doesn't swing, it's going to take an edge, or it can beat you and it comes back. That's why when you can swing the ball, the batsman is not sure, even because otherwise you can see the ball, say 22 yards is the length, 18 yards where the ball is left. Yard number 8, 10, you know where the ball's going. But it's the ball, when the ball starts swinging, after that, it's the last 8 yards, you are still not sure. Your reaction time gets that much slower. That's why bowlers who don't have pace and have swing can still survive. Guys who have the pace and can't swing the ball, they are easier to play only for this reason, because you actually are quicker by what, 10, 20, 30%? but the distance is, you're talking over 100% more. So that is, the reaction time is less.
So you saw that with the Samuel's dismissal as well. Because he had got two batsmen out swinging the ball in, the batsman is now thinking, will it come in or will it? And then he gets the edge and is caught.
And you're also forced to that line which is way outside off stump, because then you're anticipating that the ball can come back and take your stumps. So that's something which as a batsman you're watchful. And then if it's only going in an angle and not coming back into the right hander, what happens is, even if the ball is on the off stump, as a batsman you're going to just play the line and leave it. But when it's coming in, then you have to play that line which is the fourth stump line as well, because there is always a chance that the ball can swing back and take you off stump or get you out leg before wicket. So that's something, the mindset change for batsmen. Then you're forcing batsmen to play the deliveries, and that's what happened with Samuel's dismissal. Another example of getting the ball right up. I think because he still looked to get the ball back in, but because of the angle and the length, it just forced Samuels to play that shot.